Hello, and welcome to Chapter 1 homework. So, again, since this is the first chapter, if you've gone to Connect and made it to this screen, basically little pointers here. Here's your ebook, which again, use it well. This will allow you to read pretty much anything that you need to. So, like right here, here's chapter 1, our learning objectives. We get highlight pages, which again, since this is a more advanced course, I would strongly encourage you to do. We can go through all the little table of contents. This even has some other information to help y'all guys out. So definitely use the ebook. If you need any help getting to it, just send me an email. I'll be more than welcome to help you out. So, with chapter 1 in itself, again, you have your study guide, which will run you through the chapter, have a few questions, have a little laughs, be fun, you see. Anyway, then we have our homework and our quiz. Again, quizzes you have 3 attempts to, basically always multiple choice. So, starting off with our homework. Now, if you decide to do the homework from the actual Blackboard, if you clicked on the link for the homework, you'll go to this page after you've signed in and set up everything. Again, simple as the way it goes. It will give you your due date, when you need it done, how many questions, and how many attempts you have. Now, since this is chapter 1, usually we're going to see less workout problems and more selection ones. I will tell you this, if there's algorithmic problems in the chapter homework, I will most likely go through step by step with those, because basically the numbers change for you, or you still have to calculate. If it's not algorithmic, you'll probably see me most likely just give you what the pointers are and move on. Because again, I can't show you the work on how to do those. Because if I do, I basically gave you the answer and I can't learn if you're learning the material correctly. Fun stuff, I know. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit continue. And we're going to hit with question number 1. Now, again, if you have never been in Connect, which can happen, there is for certain things. Always look over here. You have your ebook. You can print them out. You can reference. And every now and then, you will see something called hint. If hint shows up while I'm doing this video, we'll go over hint. We also have this fancy thing called check my work. You have unlimited attempts. Again, the goal of the homework is to help you understand the chapters in themselves and how to do them. So here, again, the level of measurement of each of the following variables. Here, I'm not going to go through. In fact, a lot of these are just from the PowerPoint that we just did. So if you watch the lecture video, you probably will see the answer. But again, you will select whichever one that you want to go here. So if I select ratio for that one, for student IQ ratio, and let's see, interval for distant. Again, randomly do it. I can hit check my work, and it will tell me I am completely wrong on both. So I would go back, and I would probably change up my answer. Since it's a drop-down menu, I can probably switch them. Maybe I thought, oh no, it doesn't have meaningful at all. It does. And what we want is the green check mark. Yay. So these types of questions, please go through. If you do get it wrong, try to understand why you got it wrong before going to the next one and hit check my work again. Okay? Biggest thing that we always want to see also is answer is complete. Okay, next one. Question 2 is all about variables. Again, we're going to select which variable it will be. And you got a 50-50 shot, it looks like. Either nominal or ratio on that one. Ooh, on all of them. Sweet. Okay, so again, basically 50-50. But understand if you got wrong. Why'd you get it wrong? Because you got to understand these different variables. That's why you got so many of these. Here we go. Figure out if it's a sample of population. Remember, populations encompass the whole area that you're looking at, while sample is just a simple, pick, small size. All right. Question 4. Again, I'm going to go through them as fast as possible on these, because again, they're just basically drop-down menus. Okay. Again, the big thing is to understand why we have them. Why is it the way it is? There's a lot like this. This is the only time that you actually going to see most of them like this in a homework problem. So again, select, and you got true or false. Alright. I'm still going to go through a lot more measurements. Again, as these results, it looks like we got population and sample size. And this one we would actually have to put in the number of the percentage. Oh, hey. This one actually looks like it'll be fun. So again, this one is not algorithmic. So I can't really go through it pretty much. But all we're really doing here is we have MarkLines is an online portal that reports automotive industry data. The table below shows the number of cars sold in the United States and the top 22 manufacturers. Yeah, there's that many manufacturers that are here in the States. So, using computer software, compare 2018 sales to 2019 sales. So again, we're going to have to use Excel. So I'm going to actually pop this out. So having it load, and here it is. So biggest thing is that we're going to look for the top 5, and what is it asking for? So it's using computer software, compare 2018 sales to 2019 sales for each manufacturer by computing the difference. Make a list of the manufacturers that increased sales from 2018 to 2019. Make a list of those that decrease sales. Which manufacturers are in the top 5 with increased sales? Which manufacturers are in the bottom 5 with decreased sales? Okay. Enter values in decreasing order and negative values when minus sign. So here, if I was using Excel, the easiest thing, since I'm always hit enable editing, we'll probably use some function simple as take in 2019 minus 2018, and GM went down in sales. And if you ever used Excel, you can drag down and we'll do the calculations for all. And again, we're looking for the biggest winners and the biggest losers. And we're going to rank them as they go. As Nissan looks like they got hit hard. And that mostly makes up a lot of the sales on a lot of these cars already. So it's going to be hard to beat that. So probably number 1 there. So let's go ahead and go through to all the ones. Yeah. So biggest loss. Let's see if they want us to go question is, which one do they want to go with? Since it's looking at lower numbers, but we're looking at ranking. See, check. Yeah. So Nissan will be right at the bottom with the most loss. Sometimes you have to check that with homework. We know it's going to be the worst. So negative 148, 196. So we'll put in the number, check every time. Boom. There's our difference. Okay. Again, since this is not a algorithmic, I'm just going to go simplify on what it is and showing you what to do. Using computer software, compare 2018 sales to 2019 sales for each manufacturer by computing the percentage change in sales. Make a list of the manufacturers in order of increasing percentage change. Which manufacturer are on top in the percentage change? Which manufacturers are on the bottom of percentage change? Okay. Okay, so when we're looking at calculating a percentage change, again, on our Excel, we gotta use pretty much a formula like this, where we take the current number minus the previous number, then divide it by the previous number. And we're going to hit enter. Now you're going to notice it's showing 0. We don't need that because we're looking at percentage. So on your home tab, make sure you hit percentage. And most likely, we want 2 decimal places. So we want to increase the decimal. So that's really negative 2.49. And again, I can drag down and it'll do the math for me all the way down. Again, probably one of the closest, biggest changes will probably be Nissan, but we won't know until we do all the data. Okay, and again, we're going to rank the top 5 manufacturers in percentage of change. Alright, so this is 1 decimal place. So we can easily change that. Go right here to the Excel. And home. And we can reduce one. There you go. Again, it's a little bit of a rounding thing. So you may want to keep it with 2 decimal places. See if Connect will take it. If it doesn't, go to 1. And again, make sure. Again, rounding does happen. And Connect's supposed to have that in place. But if it's not working, just let me know. Okay? And then it says, use the computer software. First, sort the data using 2019 year-to-date sales. Then design a bar graph to illustrate the 2018 and 2019 year-to-date sales for the top 10 manufacturers. And select the most appropriate graph below. Alright. So basically, all we're trying to do is find out who had the top sales. Okay. Doesn't look like the change in sales, so we're going to select the best graph pretty much from the data that we have, which should be almost kind of like a linear way down, then kind of, but again, they're looking at GM, Ford, Toyota, FICA, FCA. I don't know who FCA is in automobile. But it has only these makers, so they want to make sure you can actually convert data into a graph. And then you want to design the proper bar graph to illustrate the percentage change for the top 10 manufacturers by 2019 year sale date. So again, they're going to look at seeing if you can understand how to actually make the numbers work. I can already tell you this is wrong, because negative 9.92% would not beat negative 8%. So they're basically reading you how does the graph work. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So let me fix this. Okay. Well, we're back. Sorry about that. Don't know what happened there. Looks like 10. Just another multiple choice. Seems that way. Yeah. So, move on. 11 also seems like it's going to be just a simple multiple choice. And then 12, again, we have a workout kind of problem. Anyway, AVX Home Entertainment Corporation recently began a no-hassle return policy. A sample of 500 customers were recently returned items showed 300 that thought the policy was fair, 170 thought it took too long to complete the transaction, and the rest had no opinion. On the basis of this information, make an inference about customers' reaction to the new policy. So basically, we're trying to find the percentage. So let's go ahead and pop up our calculator. Calculator. Again, I don't remember seeing a hint. Sorry about that. We'll probably get those as we go. But finding the percentage right here, since we're not finding the difference. It's basically taking whatever number it is and putting it in, divided by the total. So 300 divided by 500 should be 60%. There we go. Return. Too long. Go ahead and go through all these. 170 divided by 500. It's 34%. And no opinion. Basically, make sure we double check. 300 plus 170. So that means we had 30 people with no opinion. So 30 divided by 500 is 0.06. So when we look at percentage-wise, about 6%. Check. And then we got it all correct. Turn to question. And the above data suggests the majority of customers is going to believe that the policy is fair. Boom. Okay, so I went ahead and went through chapter 12. I mean, not chapter 12. Question 12 with y'all. I think the most difficult question on the homework in itself is question 9, but it does give you practice in Excel. Again, doing the simple formulas as I showed y'all to process through. Again, if you have questions on it, please let me know. Besides that, that's it for this chapter. As we progress, we are going to get a little bit more difficult in homework, everything that ends up happening, but I do like, again, check my work, always use that to figure out, and if you do run into roadblocks or need any help, let me know.